Hey, Raiders fans. Today, we have a lot to unpack regarding the state of the Las Vegas Raiders, especially when it comes to the quarterback situation and the team's outlook for the near future. Geno Smith has been at the center of a lot of speculation lately, and the way he addressed questions about his future has sparked quite a conversation among fans and analysts alike. When asked about what lies ahead, Geno Smith didn't give a definitive answer about staying with the Raiders. Instead, he focused on the present, emphasizing leading the team during practice and improving performance day by day. His comments were filled with an optimism about his own future. Yet some are reading between the lines and suggesting that this might indicate he doesn't expect to remain the Raiders' starting quarterback next season. A few weeks ago, I would have confidently said that Geno Smith is likely to continue as the quarterback, based on the information available at that time. However, the situation now feels far less certain. Over the past few weeks, there have been a number of reports and leaks that seem to suggest some internal disagreements or differing perspectives among the Raiders management and coaching staff. It's unclear if John Spitek has a completely different vision for the quarterback position compared to head coach Pete Carroll. Spitek might be leaning toward drafting a rookie quarterback, perhaps someone like Mendoza, Moore, or another top prospect, and the overall sense is that the Raiders are seriously considering bringing in new talent under center. This creates a scenario where Geno Smith may already sense that his time in Las Vegas could be limited. From a contractual perspective, the situation also makes sense for the Raiders to consider moving on from Smith. He carries a $26.5 million cap hit, and while cutting him would still incur $18.5 million in dead money, it would free up around $8 million that could be strategically used elsewhere on the roster. This could allow the Raiders to reinforce critical positions, such as the offensive line, or to bring back key players like Malcolm Koonce, depending on the team's priorities. Transitioning from Geno Smith to a rookie quarterback could be financially beneficial while also allowing the team to develop a young talent without the immediate pressure of having to carry the team to victories. In terms of managing a rookie quarterback, patience is critical. It's not always wise to throw a first-year quarterback directly into a high-pressure environment. A more thoughtful approach would be to allow a rookie to sit for 8 to 10 weeks, absorb the playbook, learn from the veteran presence, and then take over once they feel prepared. The Raiders have options in this regard, including Kenny Pickett and Aiden O'Connell, who could manage the starting role temporarily while a rookie develops. This method minimizes the pressure on a young quarterback, especially during a season where playoff contention is no longer realistic, and provides a clearer path for future success. The Raiders' strategy moving forward will likely hinge on how they manage both the quarterback situation and the offensive line. The team has promising pieces such as Colt Miller at left tackle, Jackson Powers-Johnson at center, and Charles Grant at right tackle. Grant, in particular, shows significant upside, though he may experience growing pains early on. Strengthening the offensive line, particularly through targeted draft picks or free agent signings, is a foundational step for setting up a rookie quarterback for success. Past experiences have shown that rushing a rookie into a key role without the proper support usually results in setbacks rather than breakthroughs. Speaking of management decisions, the handling of player injuries has also been a point of concern. Recently, head coach Pete Carroll commented on Colt Miller's return from an ankle injury, stating that the team will play him if he is healthy, regardless of the standings. While this demonstrates a commitment to fielding the best available lineup, it also raises questions about long-term planning. Pushing a player back into action prematurely, particularly after a serious ankle injury, can lead to further complications, as seen in similar cases with other players this season. Some argue that it would make more sense to allow younger or developing players, like Charles Grant, to take on larger roles while protecting veterans from potential setbacks. Another topic generating discussion among fans is the performance of former Raiders, particularly Thayer Munford. There's been chatter online suggesting Munford is thriving with the New England Patriots after leaving Las Vegas. However, the reality is more nuanced. Munford's playing time has been extremely limited, and he has not yet secured a significant role on the Patriots roster. His appearances in recent games were primarily as a sixth offensive lineman, a specialized and situational position, which does not necessarily reflect a breakout success. While it's encouraging to see former players continue their careers, it's important to separate hype from actual impact on the field. The Raiders' decision to let Munford go does not necessarily indicate a misstep, as roster construction and player development are complex processes with multiple variables. Returning to the present team, the Raiders still face several challenges as they finish out the season. The quarterback situation, combined with offensive line development and key player injuries, will shape their decisions for the offseason. Draft strategy is particularly crucial. While drafting a rookie quarterback could provide long-term benefits, it also requires a comprehensive plan to support that player's growth. This includes adding depth to the offensive line, considering guard positions in early rounds, and evaluating the development of existing talent like Charles Grant. Relying solely on high picks for immediate impact rarely guarantees success, particularly at positions where experience and technique are critical. The broader management approach, including how Pete Carroll and John Spitek handle communications, leaks, and public perception, will also play a role in the team's direction. Addressing internal issues and ensuring that coaching strategies align with management goals is essential for creating a stable environment conducive to growth. Observing how former coordinators like Chip Kelly adapt and respond to coaching challenges may provide additional insight into whether systemic issues lie within the coaching staff or elsewhere in the organization. In summary, the Raiders are navigating a complex landscape of roster management, quarterback decisions, player development, and long-term strategy. Geno Smith's future with the team remains uncertain, and the potential drafting of a rookie quarterback signals a period of transition and planning for the organization. Balancing immediate performance with long-term growth, particularly on the offensive line and in key skill positions, will determine how successful the Raiders can be in the upcoming seasons. Fans should expect careful evaluation of talent, measured integration of new players, and a focus on building a team capable of sustained success. The decisions made in the next few months will be critical, not just for the quarterback position, but for the entire framework of the team moving forward, setting the stage for a new era in Las Vegas football. As we continue breaking down the Raiders' current situation, another critical aspect to focus on is the offensive line and the developmental trajectory of young players like Charles Grant. Grant has shown flashes of potential that suggest he could become a cornerstone for the Raiders' offensive front, particularly at right tackle. While he may struggle at times, his combination of athleticism and adaptability indicates that with consistent playing time, he could reach a high level of performance within 2 to 3 years. The team's challenge is ensuring he is given the right support and not rushed into situations that could hinder his growth. Developing players like Grant is essential if the Raiders intend to integrate a rookie quarterback successfully, as the protection up front will directly impact the quarterback's ability to thrive. The offensive line also involves critical decisions regarding depth and experience. Left tackle Colt Miller's ankle injury has been a point of concern, and the decision to bring him back for the remaining games of the season raises questions about risk versus reward. While veteran experience is valuable, prioritizing long-term player health and giving opportunities to developing players could be a smarter move. A measured approach would allow the team to evaluate younger talent under real game conditions, determining who can contribute meaningfully next season. This type of strategic planning, focusing on the trenches, is often the difference between a team that builds sustainable success and one that experiences repeated setbacks. Looking at the quarterback situation again, Geno Smith comments about focusing on the present rather than guaranteeing a long-term future with the Raiders suggest he might already be anticipating a transition. Whether this is intentional messaging or simply a reflection of uncertainty, it feeds into the larger narrative that the Raiders could be preparing to draft a rookie quarterback. For management, the decision to move in this direction involves balancing immediate performance with the development of a long-term solution. A rookie quarterback would need time to learn the system, work with the coaching staff, and develop chemistry with receivers, all while minimizing pressure to win immediately. The presence of veteran quarterbacks like Kenny Pickett or Aiden O'Connell could provide a buffer, allowing a rookie to grow without being thrust into a high-pressure environment from the outset. Financial considerations are also a key factor. By moving on from Geno Smith, the Raiders could free up significant cap space, allowing the team to invest in other areas that have been neglected or require reinforcement. This could include upgrading the offensive line, acquiring quality guards, or even bringing back key contributors who provide depth and stability. In addition, focusing resources on player development and strategic acquisitions increases the likelihood that a rookie quarterback, once ready to start, will have the necessary support to succeed. The combination of financial flexibility, smart drafting, and patient integration of young talent can set the stage for sustainable success in the years ahead. Beyond the quarterback and offensive line, the Raiders' overall roster composition is another critical factor in their long-term strategy. The team has to evaluate the balance between veteran presence and developing players, ensuring that each position has adequate depth and potential for growth. Relying too heavily on untested players without proper support can result in inconsistent performance, while over-investing in veterans without a plan for succession can limit future flexibility. Achieving the right balance is essential, particularly as the Raiders aim to remain competitive in a league where every decision has long-term implications. Another point of discussion revolves around coaching dynamics, particularly regarding Pete Carroll and his handling of the current roster and internal communications. Managing leaks, public perception, and media narratives is an ongoing challenge for any head coach, and ensuring alignment between the coaching staff and front office is critical. Past interactions with coordinators, such as the situation involving Chip Kelly, highlight how miscommunications or differing philosophies can impact team performance. Moving forward, the Raiders' management will need to ensure that all personnel are working toward a unified vision, creating a stable environment for both players and coaches. This will be especially important if the team moves forward with a rookie quarterback, as any instability could hinder their development. Injuries and player health continue to shape the Raiders' season. Decisions about who plays and when, especially regarding key offensive linemen, must consider not only immediate needs, but also long-term impact. Returning players too soon from injuries can compromise their careers and disrupt team cohesion. A strategic approach involves giving opportunities to younger players while managing the recovery and rehabilitation of veterans. For example, Charles Grant's development at right tackle could be accelerated by receiving consistent playing time, allowing the coaching staff to make more informed decisions for future seasons. This balance between immediate performance and player growth is a delicate one, but essential for long-term competitiveness. Additionally, the perception of former Raiders, such as Thayer Munford, has been a topic of discussion among fans and analysts. While there are narratives suggesting Munford is thriving after leaving Las Vegas, the reality is that his role has been limited and his playing time has not been substantial. Understanding these nuances is important, as public perception often diverges from the actual impact on the field. The Raiders' decisions regarding player retention, releases, and development should be evaluated based on performance, potential, and fit within the team's overall strategy, rather than anecdotal reports or social media chatter. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Las Vegas Raiders. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the NFL, whispers in the league offices and locker rooms are turning into a deafening roar. Josh Allen, the star quarterback who has been the face of the Buffalo Bills, is reportedly heading to Las Vegas to become the new signal caller for the Raiders. Sources close to the situation hint that discussions have been underway for weeks, with both sides working quietly behind the scenes to make what would be one of the most seismic shifts in recent football history. Fans and analysts alike are scrambling to process what this could mean for two franchises with entirely different trajectories. Allen, known for his rocket arm and fearless style of play, has been synonymous with Buffalo's offensive identity, elevating the team to perennial playoff contention and sparking hopes of a long-awaited championship. The mere suggestion of him in silver and black gear has already sent Raiders fans into a frenzy, imagining a dynamic offense under the desert lights, while Bills supporters are left in a mixture of disbelief and mourning, grappling with the reality of losing the man who carried their team to new heights. Industry insiders are speculating about the impact on the Raiders roster. Could this mean a complete retooling of the offensive line to protect a quarterback of Allen's caliber? Will the team aggressively pursue offensive weapons in the draft or free agency to match his arm talent? Meanwhile, the Bills are suddenly facing questions about the future of their franchise quarterback position. Will they pivot to a rising star, or is a major trade on the horizon to fill the void left by Allen's departure? While no official contract details have been disclosed, murmurs suggest this could be a multi-year commitment with significant financial implications, a statement of intent from Las Vegas that they are ready to compete at the highest level. Social media is alight with hot takes, conspiracy theories, and speculation about the ripple effect this will have across the league. One thing seems certain. This is far more than just a personnel move. It's a storyline that could dominate NFL headlines for months, fueling debates, rivalries, and the kind of fan excitement that makes football more than a game. As the league braces for official confirmation, the buzz isn't slowing down. Everyone wants to know how Allen will reshape the Raiders' identity and whether Buffalo can withstand the loss of a quarterback who has become a generational talent. In the NFL, rumors often come and go, but when a signal like this drops, it doesn't just stir conversation, it ignites it. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Las Vegas Raiders, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.